I think my daily YouTube posting habits might be an avoidant strategy. And if you have your own version of this, right? Maybe it is a habit that feels like progress, but might be letting you avoid something else, then this video might be for you. Hi, I am Nene, and I help people become the person their goals require them to be. And everything that I share here, I have lived first, and then we get to talk about it. And this concept came from I saw this thing where someone was sharing about how there is this idea about this self-help hamster wheel where it's technically not laziness. It's just it's kind of like making it sneaky where we feel like we're reading the book and reading, we keep reading, we keep doing the thing, looking at like doing the courses or doing the program, whatever it is, listening to the podcast, doing this, or even it's like something that we have to do, like we're doing whatever it is that we're doing, we're not really doing the thing that would actually move the needle because we're doing the doing, right? We're showing up. And it feels like progress. We're posting a thing and we feel like, yeah, we're doing something, but it can quietly become this accepted way of avoiding the real thing. Is what I'm noticing for self right now. Because for me right now, I post it every single day on YouTube, right? And it feels like tick done, yay! Because after at the end of every video, I'm like, yay! Like I celebrate, we've anchored it, we've created a habit around it, done. However, there is the ecosystem, right? The back end, the actual connection between somebody watching and somebody becoming a client, right? That doesn't get touched. I mean, in a sense that it just feels like, hey, standard doom, 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 let's go. And I thrive in connection, right? I thrive in that way. And the things that would make it easier to start building that community, to make it clearer so that people can come in and be like, yes, I feel cool. I feel like, like this is my place, or like like let me join this corner, let me like listen or whatever. That I feel I'm still avoiding the doing that. It feels like in that sense I'm like in a different room of any business. There is just that doesn't get to that's not happening. Whereas with the habit of showing up here every single day, posting a video every single day, doing like, now I'm like adding, making sure that okay, check this is done, like this, the thumbnail is done, the description. The description again, sometimes it just feels like standard, but like I'm not even intentional about. My thing is like I have filmed, sometimes edited. Right now, I'm trying to reduce the editing time because I'm trying to reduce how much time I'm spending in this daily posting and creation thing. So I put the video up, put the various things, and that's it. Hey, yay, we did it. Celebrate. And move on. And yes, we're showing up. And when people land and see, oh, okay, see maybe the banner, again, banner doesn't have to be a thing. I can take that off. I wish I can. I tried taking it off on my phone, but it said I had to replace it. So I don't know if it's a different thing with if you do on a desktop, you can just take it off and leave it blank. The description, the keyword, like all those things are like there's nothing that I'm doing that would actually make turn the needle off. And in this desire and excitement to hit this, like get to the point of monetization before the end of January, it's like okay, like evaluating like everything that's going on and having that realization, like actually, you know what? I am actually not doing the thing. I'm like just click, showed up, posted, move on. But like what really moves that needle, I am not doing, you know? Because it reminds me like when in my interpreting days, in a sense that like, I would keep going for the, like, go and do another training, go and do this one, go and probably do that one again and do another one. I'll be just collecting courses after courses and programs and trainings and training and training and training, avoiding the real thing that requires me to now be that better interpreter, Because I was always thinking, yeah, this part, like, let me just get another course down my belt. Let me get another training down my thing. Let me do this. Let me do that. Let me do that. And I'm finding I'm doing, it might not be a parallel example, but I'm here showing up daily. And like, yes, I've done the thing, I've posted the thing, and then I'm good because I have posted, right? So I'm showing up on YouTube. So it feels like I'm actually doing something that, here's the thing, the video is done. Let's go. We've done what we said we're going to do. And when you look at when I would like in my interpreting, like in those days when I was like, I kept collecting, but I kept avoiding what's like the main thing, which was I was hamster wheeling it felt like every weekend or thereabout. I'm either learning something or I'm doing some online thing or in-person thing or reading something, thinking, yes, this is the thing. It was only when I started like really doing the work on myself, on how I saw myself and doing the habit of actually how do I now show up at work and like anchor myself, try and be present, doing those other things. Did it start reflecting? And then the comfortability of the work became easier because now I'm like, I'm doing what really matters than thinking, oh, I just need to learn this other thing. I need to, because it was all like I needed to do the work on myself in that sense. Whereas in this genre, it's more like, I'm posting daily. I've realized, my goodness, I was averaging like 2 hours of daily posts. On top of that, everything that has to happen in my life, I still have a full time job. I still like my kids are there, and now like it's a holiday season, so it's more on me to make sure to ask my husband and I to kind of like, okay, what we're doing, what's entertainment, this and that. It's like extra. And then feeding, like now, not just the evening meals and then whatever, we have to think about the 3 squared meal and like trying to make it healthy, like all this 9 yards, right? That gets to happen. So in my head, in this YouTube space, right, it is okay, we we've posted a video and it's done. But there's so many other elements to it that is required in this showing up, in this thing that we're doing here, right? Because what I want to ask yourself, which I'm asking myself, is what do you think you do that gives you that the tick for yourself? Because for me, it's like, yeah, I posted today's YouTube video, yay, done, and that's it. Anything aspect of the YouTube side, that I've done something, right? I've done something. I just put out a 30 minutes video, like, hello, that's something, right? The editing, the idea, like all those things, something tick. And I feel, yes, that's doing something. So what is that for you? What is that thing that you feel like in whatever it is that you're trying to, your desires or you're trying to achieve, and you feel I've ticked the box there? Yeah, I did that. It's done. So we're cool. Whatever that is for you. And what's the other thing for you that like quietly sitting untouched behind it? Whatever that tick is, it's a bigger, not bigger, sometimes not even bigger. It could it's just something that again might feel uncomfortable for us to do. It might feel like so out of our comfort zone. And the unknown, uncertainty of doing it and doing that would actually move us further faster to the desire and the things that we want. But we feel like, oh, I'm doing it right. I'm showing up. I'm posting right. I'm doing it the work. So I've done it. But the connections to the follow through of building the community, of now being okay, I've posted a thing and this is the ideation of what's happening. Okay, this is what we get to do next. For me, I'm just noticing, interesting. Nothing is actually moving there. We've created this stuff. And that's why one of my friends always has this Yinka Iwale, she always talks about this ah, this impact and income side of things. Because what I'm doing right now somewhat is the impact, right? The exposure, the somewhat visibility. I'm showing up here. I've been showing up here daily, right? I've been doing a thing. And the income side of things, the things that would actually build on the impact isn't so much. Nothing's done in that aspect. There's not that. Okay, what do we get to do with the clarity on that side? Because when you look at it from the outside, it does feel like, yes, Nene, you're so disciplined. The resilience of like keep showing up. That you're very consistent. You've like been doing the thing, and I applaud myself for that because yes, not a lot of people would get this far and stuff like that. And in the things that I have built, and at the same time, it's like okay, I've been doing this because here's the thing: both things are true at the same time. What I've been able to achieve is great. At the same time, the other side of things that is needed to make this a what's it called? The thing that I want to make happen, right? Because with the daily posting and everything, yes, there's been you can see the evolution in how I show up, in how I am evolving and stuff like that. And if you're liking this, like where like this real time analysis and like what's going on, if it's your truth, yeah, like you can like the video midway. You can like just tap that like thing. Yeah, because having this, what's it called? Doing the thing to get the visibility, but also the other aspect is so important too because there is that huge avoidance. It could be the fear based of the unknown, like the uncertainty of what that gets to look like. We might have we and the thing is we know what to do, how like sometimes like even the main step, like all the steps that is required to do it, but we just go for that easy. I posted today, yay. But those other things of like just listening and seeing what's happening, what's showing up, how things are flowing, that aspect is in nothing's happening. I was looking at the back end of my thing. There is like the foundation to get things clean. This goal to wanting to become monetized, right? Is the desire because now YouTube is deciding that they're going to double up everything. So instead of 4,000, you have to get 8,000 watch hours. And now I'm being very intentional, and I'm now evaluating. Okay, how long it's taking me to just do this recording, right? Again, once that's done, what does that back end look like? What do I get to do? What are those extra bits? Because it's like, yeah, post it, but there's so many other elements that makes this no, because it's like putting stuff in my shop and nobody knows about it. I'm not telling anyone about it. I did a challenge the other day. It's like, you know what? Every single day I'm gonna just tell someone I have a YouTube channel. It might not be their niche, it might not be their interest or whatever, but I'm just gonna get myself to do that. See, start thinking of what are those things that would actually move the needle for the channel than just thinking I just have to keep posting daily and the magic watch time would happen. Then I will hit that one video that would then make that happen. If I don't do the extra things that is required to make the eyeballs come to this place, my daily posting will just be in vain. I'm reflecting now because I've been like, I have other platforms, like I'll mention it here and there, but I don't really say that it's there. I know someone who every time they do like a podcast thing, they go share it on their Instagram. They post it there. In the in person, they're telling people to do it, telling people like, oh yeah, like my stuff, I'm doing it. And yes, it can be embarrassing. People are like, oh no, you're too like whatever. Those things are on sure. If I go and tell somebody about I have a channel and they're like, oh, okay, like whatever, the embarrassment, whatever. I get to now start sitting with, Nene, you cannot keep posting daily and think, yes, I've done it, would make things to start changing before the deadline at the end of the month. If I don't start changing and doing the things that I know that I could do to help things move on. Because if I think, yay, I posted, yay, I'm day 200, whatever that is, and thinking if other places, in people I meet, people I talk to, I don't tell family, tell your people, share my video that speaks to you, share it to another person, then I will still be 365 or whatever and still be in the same place, not to the point of monetization. If I do not pick myself up now and start doing those things that I feel like, not like, but like things that would actually make a difference to this space. Because right now it feels like a ghost town because all I do is I form this habit of showing up here, posting the video, and then carrying on about my life. And the other extra bits that requires me when I meet people in person to talk about, look, I have this thing going. Subscribe if it aligns to you, or share a video that I think this might be great for you. Put it on to other places and say, I did a video about this. If it speaks to you, here's a link to like come and watch it. I'm not doing all those things yet. But now that I've just reflected, I'm seeing like the bigger picture of like, okay, it is not just about posting. It is not just about like I have done the thing. Because you could have the greatest thing, but if you do not let people know and direct them to the shop, no one's going to come in and see. No one's going to say whatever. So I feel like, yeah, I'm posting daily, but it's such an avoidance because nothing else is happening. Nothing else is, there's no other traction that is happening that is making people feel like, oh, okay, this is the thing. Okay. Um, there isn't that. Having that understanding because now that I've seen like what the capacity in terms of send like posting looks like. Okay, now I know that okay, I need to clean up my back end and I've gotten I'm still waiting on it's like I created a collage of my pictures of like just showing like okay, we're doing this personal brand thing, right? And like me becoming in real life in real time, not real life, and have this thing on there and I just could not do that final thing to get it into the PNG so that I can post it onto my banner thing. So I'm waiting on someone on Fiverr to do that. The description is down. The thing, I just get to have a deadline of what that gets to look like. Because I have to now get to the point now and realize that it is not just about posting. But it's also about following up. It's also about responding to people who reach out. And also to like I also have a bad habit of commenting because I feel like the people who have commented in the past have been people who because of how I've not done so much with my exposure that people who actually comment are people who are looking for people to support other YouTube what do they call them that help, they'll tell you they help you to expand and get your reach and do all those things. So there are strategies that will come in and comment, and then they will then slide into your DMs, or they'll send you a message, or you feel like, oh, so I've had this like, oh my gosh, like, oh, are you for real? Like, let's see if you're gonna comment again, and then I'll go back and comment. But I have to change that habit. I have to, like, you know what? Comment is comment. So what I'm gonna do after this video, I'm just gonna go back to all my comments and just reply to every single one. And moving forward, making a commitment, when somebody replies, I would reply immediately when I see it, than waiting on to see, is this person for real? Is this person like a catfish, kind of like they're using this? Then the next thing they'll come and say, okay, we can help you get that. Oh, your title is this is such a great. I was like so delighted and thinking, my goodness, somebody's actually interested in my thing. And it turns out that they're not actually. They're just, it's just one of their strategies to get you to now, oh, we can help you. So it's having that understanding that this is not just about content, but it's also about being clear and what the next steps are. What do I do when the video goes up? So now my commitment is, when someone comments and when next I'm up in the space, I would reply. And the great thing is I can always edit my replies. So even if I feel like, because sometimes being dyslexic, I feel like, oh, I need the app to help me make sure that it is like I respond clearly, it's grammarly checked, it's everything. But I'm now committing to, like, when a comment comes in my thing, I am replying straight up. And then I get to edit it later on when I get to the things that I use to make it sound great. But I have to put this out publicly. If not, I'll just be the same way. And then the time will come and be like, Nene, it didn't happen. Because I truly believe that this new announcement from YouTube is what I need to move this needle, because I've just been dilly dallying. It has not been a thing. So I am committing to replying to every comment that's on my page, and also sharing it. I'm thinking of, like, how do I get to, because again, already, I won't say I'm at maximum capacity, but I can always make room, because right now I'm doing the things that, like, not putting fully edit, like my editing before I would take this into CapCut. Right now I'm trying to record in such a way that the front end at least is Cripsy, goes straight into the video, and at the end it's like I'm there fighting for, like, where's this end button? Where's the end button? I know, like, then end it, like, just cut it so that I'm not having to take it into and render it twice to reduce the time factor for now, until things are, and I can get support to help me with all these things. But for now, how can we simplify this? And in that sense, I get to start talking about this in other platforms. If not, we will still be in the same position, because nobody knows that I'm here. But they hear, oh my gosh, you've been posting everything. Because, yeah, what I talk about, like, yes, it's not for everyone. But you don't, if I don't say it, then how are the right people gonna know? And how are the right people gonna connect if I don't say anything about it? Or if I don't do anything after I posted a video? I don't share it. I don't do anything. Because it's not just about the visibility for me here. It's also about the community that I want to build. uh, that the people that, like, where people are actually connecting and talking to each other, and it's not just me responding, but it's like we have this thing where we are thriving, and it's not just the just the consistency of it, but it's also the review, like people getting in. You can see that, okay, this is a thriving community because we're all becoming in real time. We're all doing it in our own different way. I'm showcasing, like, how I'm doing it, and people bringing in their own opinions, whatever. And I get inspired by their comments, and I go and do another video regards to it. And that's how the momentum and the community starts to grow. And that's how, we get to start doing this thing. If not, it would just still be I'll still be in the same hamster wheel of, yes, I have this daily video, YouTube video I post every single day. I do my thing, but really, what else am I doing to make it the difference? What else is happening to make sure that, okay, I am doing a bit? So now I'm now going into a season where, like I said, I'm very intentional about how I want to move this moving forward, how like the whole 9 yard is. And I'm also getting involved in a another like one of my mentors, coach and mentor, Glow Atoma, is hosting or leading, when I say instead of hosting, like 100 days challenge, right? Where whoever wants to come up and show up daily, and she would like be sharing some frameworks and ideas and things like that to, you know, let's get this what's it called? The motion in place to get things flowing. And with that, I feel like, okay, I need to be intentional now. If we're going to be doing this as a community, there are going to be other people who are doing like wanting to like start showing up, because I feel like I built the muscle of showing up. Now I want to build a muscle of intentional business, community, and other things going than just a tick box that yes, I've done a YouTube video, I have this many days under my belt, or whatever that is. You know, let's get this done. So if you're in that process too of trying to figure out where is that my ecosystem, like where does it have a gap, like really like take the time to like figure out, like sometimes we feel like I am so busy, I'm doing a thing, but when you really look at what you're doing might be impactful, but it's not the thing that moves the needle. It is not the thing that would actually, I was gonna say a word that I know that I can't pronounce it. Say expeditize, like it's a thing that that would actually take it to that next level. And it's having and knowing, like being conscious. That's why I wanted to like just be accountable than saying, because next time you see a comment that I haven't responded, like Nene, I thought you said you're going to like, or you posted another video and that comment is not been answered. Where you at? Name, name shame me. Slide my DMs like, what is going on? Put it out there in the comment section. Like, you haven't replied to me yet. You know? Yes, there's gonna be. I'm waiting for the day where it is like I have hundreds of comments and like, oh, my capacity, I can't. That's a different story. We had the one or two of whatever in the comment section, and I'm not replying. Then that's the problem. So we get to fix that. We also, what I also think I'm committing to do is talking about it in other platform, sharing and inviting people to come back and see this video, come and see this one. Yes, it might be an extra work just to edit and put a reel together to get people in, but I we have to. If not, nothing's gonna change, and I'll just keep on posting daily until the end of January, and I'll feel like okay, my watch time is not even halfway through. I don't even have a quarter in to get to this thing because I'm not doing anything differently. And in this time now, I'm just evaluating and thinking like, no, baby, something's going to change. We have to change how we're doing it. Yes, we are improving in how we're storytelling. We're improving how comfortable we are showing up. We've improved the quality of our like webcam. I'm using a webcam recording over Zoom clips. Like that's improved. Even my son was telling me that I should start to try using, is it OBS, that the quality of the video will be great. So when we have a minute, she's going to show me how that works. That will still happen as the daily quality, the video, and then when I have more capacity, we start thinking about how we can put in some labels, put in some soundtracks, put in whatever. But that with time, we get there. But let's get this done right than just feeling like, I've posted, I've done today. I've posted my thing, right? Like it's a done deal, so we're good. So yeah, I'm not like, this is not like resolution right now. This is more kind of like naming it and naming the steps that I'm thinking of doing. And we'll come back again to review like how has that step, what's happened, like how is it going? Because I feel if you look at the bigger picture, or we look at like 9 plus months in, will I say 9 months? Yeah, 9 months and a bit in, and we're still in this stagnant right now. Like we can see the view and it's creeping up. let's now be more intentional so people can then be feel comfortable expressing and commenting and stuff like that. So my commitment I've shared earlier, and that's how it's going to be. If you have that one thing for you that you feel like, yeah, tick box, but you know there's something else, let's carry that conversation in DMs. Let's let's support each other. And if you want to do that 100 days challenge, then it starts 1st of September. Let me know. I'll send you details and share like what's going on. Everyone's posting like a daily video every single day, long form, not shorts, to build that muscle. My intention is to get to that point of monetization. And I feel like when we are intentional and we know, like, figure things out and just do the thing, because you know how it is, like, we're doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. And I think that's what I've been doing here, and that's what I've noticed. And it is now time to shake things up, like shake it up, and let's start doing things differently down this way. Remember that your voice matters and it is your time to use it. Bye for now.